might just have a dominant race then.
I mean, even if Gage didn't go to the back and he ran it out, I mean, I'd still think Brennan would get around him pretty quickly. I mean, I don't know. I've never seen him race. We've never seen him race, so it's hard to tell. But I guess only time will tell what
That is true.
happens, and we'll just have to kind of sit here and wait. But I don't know. I think Henry's up there. If Henry has a good start, it could be a Henry win. I think right now, logically, the only person who could beat uh, Brennan is Henry, so we'll have to see. Because Isaac, he starts P9 now, so not the best qualifying.
But that's not what he's been known for.
We are underway here. And,
let's just see how this goes for Gage.
I don't know what.
It'd be pretty neat to see how this goes for the guy.
Gage is going into the grass to let everybody by. And that's
okay, there he goes. Now he's good to race. He's good to race.
And, yeah, I mean, we're going to be on the lookout for him. Obviously, looks like he did good. And Henry did have a pretty decent start as he stays up to third.
Ooh,
Josh Sanchez also up a position.
Gage already gets up one position.
And, yeah, Josh Sanchez, he's P4
a pretty good
now.
race for Henry so far.
The Mercedes 5 and 6 right now. That's really good for Mercedes so far. Especially since for the first, like, what, 4 or 5 races, they didn't get any points. But they've been way better now.
No, that new duo, Kimi and Morgan, they just never really got to connect, really. Kimi struggled in his first few races. Isaac's currently trying to catch up. There's already a gap, a 1 second gap between Carter Brown and Anthony Giannis. There's being a gap made between the two of them.
Yeah, not a dream start for Anthony Giannis and PC going off the track there. We all know what he wants us to call him, but it's not happening. And wow, okay.
It's not happening.
Gage is already up another position up to P10 in the points.
And Gage is slipping through right now for these first 2 drivers.
Yeah,
now,
pretty good
apparently
pace.
Aiden Raff and Gage has a little bit of a beef in a different league. So hopefully they can kind of just keep that in that league and, you know, be fair here to one another.
Aiden Raff going.
And here's Aiden setting it deep, and Aiden.
I don't know. The
doesn't get to keep it.
Speed there. This is going to go Gage's way, so he'll hold on to that P10. Catching up to the McLaren of Isaac Escobar ahead is going to be probably a little bit challenging for Gage because, you know, he's in McLaren, but we'll see if Gage can do it. I mean, he was pretty quick in quali even without that penalty, so...
Still pretty neat though. And here's Carter Brown fighting the car on fast. I didn't even realize that Carter Brown got in front of Anthony, unless that's how it's always been. I don't know what really changed.
Yeah, no, Anthony
real fast looking at position changes.
Yeah, Carter Brown's been there. And, so
Anthony's
far,
climbed up 2. We got Morgan climbing up 2, and then everyone in the top 5, of course, climbs up 1 because Gates took that penalty. So there's only really 2 people who's lost their penalty position, and that's PC. And now Isaac also falls down 1 due to Gage getting over him. And Isaac just maybe trying to be able to make a move. There's everyone putting in their fast lap now due to DRS being activated. Now here's Gage Brockway though, sending it. Ooh, and Anthony kind of pours in there. Is there any damage on either car after that?
P8 already. He got around to Isaac. I wasn't even paying attention.
No
to that
damage on either car.
Anthony Giannis as well. He's on a really good drive on lap 3, going from 1st to 12th to 8th now.
I mean that's better than the 20-second penalty. He's at least getting by these drivers.
And he's already,
you know, now he doesn't have a penalty to serve. He's in points. Yeah. And this team, Aston Martin, just has not been able to get into the points lately. So you know this is nice for him. And I said Brendan should have a pretty dominant performance in my predictions. Now, of course, it's just predictions, and that means nothing about the race. Races are completely different. So here's Josh though staying on Lucas, and Lucas is falling back from Henry because he's found a DRS range. So I do believe an overtake. We might see an overtake for Josh here. And Josh needs this for the championship battle. If Lucas can get ahead of Josh, then that means Lucas can kind of close that gap a little bit between the 2 of them. Because they're currently the top, they're 1 and 2 right now. Josh is leading with Lucas behind by only, I believe, about maybe just 10 to 15 points.
And honestly, I think he's struggling the most today is PC. Oh, he's lagging quite a bit there. But he is going to get the position. Oh, Aiden Raff is going to try for the switchback. And it's going to work almost because PC gets loose right there. And now they're side by side. And he goes wide. He's just struggling to find the racing line, it looks like here.
Oh, and here's Josh. Did Josh get
Passed
overtaken by the...
Yep, Hugo is going to get that overtake on Josh, because Josh got a P4, so he's down a position here in lap 4 of the race.
P10.
Yeah, I think this has probably been one of McLaren's worst starts so far, but we'll see if they bounce back, because for now, honestly, you might have been right with your prediction about Brennan being the quickest. He has the fastest lap, but he's also built a 0.7 second gap. Henry can chip it down to about 0.6 seconds, but then it goes back up to 0.7. So there is places where it looks like Henry's quicker, but it looks like there's also more places where Brennan is quicker. So Henry's kind of struggling to
now, honestly, though,
keep up.
It's kind of Red Bull's advantage in a way that the Lucas is behind him right now because every car is trying to get by Lucas, and Lucas is playing great defense, so that's really building the gap for the two Red Bulls up front. So that's great for them.
Yeah, they are starting to pull away, and there we go. Josh Sanchez back around the Mercedes as Hugo fell down to 8th. What happened to Hugo? Something must have happened that we didn't catch because Hugo was in
Does he have any sort of damage on his car?
P8. And look who's up to P7
I wonder if the driver's got any sort of damage
in the Aston Martin. Gage is on the move here. And it's making it pretty obvious that maybe he could have gotten pulled without cutting the track. Because that's P7, just 2 positions outside of the top 5.
Hugo does have wing damage. Hugo lost his... Hugo does lose his right side wing. I don't know which battle he was in to lose it, but he did lose it some way. Here's Carter fighting his car through that turn. Here's Anthony going around using his track. And here's Isaac, and Hugo's gonna have to go pit here soon. Hugo's wing is really affecting him massively right now.
Guys, he falls down to 9th.
And Gage is P7.
And Anthony Giannis is going to use this chance to fight him, and it's not even going to happen. He's in the pits. So, Aiden Bergs, who's currently dead last and starting to lose time, is going to get a free position off of that. Coco's going to come out of the pits dead last. And he needs a good stop here as far as replacing the wing, because this isn't the biggest F1 track. So, he's going to lose a lot of time with this wing.
Yeah, and then this tomorrow's race, Netherlands. Netherlands, another really kind of small track. It's kind of hard to get some overtakes going on, so
it's
pretty interested to see what happens there.
It's personally my favorite track, so I'm excited for tomorrow. And Josh Sanchez back up to P4. Ooh, and the Mercedes of Morgan going off track there, losing a few positions. And look, he creeps his way up into 6th place. Gage is on the move here on lap 6.
Gage Broccoli.
He has gained 6 positions in 6 laps. That's crazy. And I don't know, with the performance like this, you gotta wonder if he'll be in that Aston Martin for long, or if bigger things are coming his way. And Carter,
no, going into F1.
Carter kind of forced Josh off track, not like physically, but more like kind of
Josh goes in the pits.
I think Josh might have damage. He did go off track. Obviously, you're not going to pit on lap 7 unless you have some sort of damage. So, we're going to look out for Josh there. But that puts him up to P5. And yet there is wing damage for the McLaren.
And he does. Ooh.
Left wing damage. So, Josh is going to have to get it replaced. He's going to come out P11. He's got a decent gap on the Mercedes of Hugo. So, he's come out in front. But that is now the Aston Martin up to P5 and staring down P4. And honestly, I think he could probably get around Carter Brown because he's been staying with Carter, and I think he was going to go for it until kind of Josh had to pit. I think it might have killed the pace a little bit. And Hugo did get around Josh.
Now Brennan made a 1 second gap on Henry. Now, Henry was a pretty good driver last race until the safety car came out, so as long as that doesn't happen, he'll be fine.
Yeah. But I'm surprised with what Gage is doing, because he is making positions here.
Isaac's P7. If Isaac can avoid any sort of wing damage like his teammate, unlike his teammate.
I don't know. Within 8 laps, Isaac's only gained 2 positions, so I don't know. There's definitely some struggling going on there. But then again, I did talk to him at the start of the race, before the race actually, and he did say Henry gave him some pointers, but I don't think before that he was too confident here. But he said he feels a little bit better. I don't know. He did get second here last year, but now this year, seems like things are just not going his way. See, I think with Henry right now, I'm guessing what's keeping him within a second of his teammate is these DRS zones, because he was losing quite a bit of time. But right here, and these are no DRS zones, he's gaining quite a bit. Now he's within 0.6 seconds. I don't know what Red Bull's strategy is here, but Henry is catching up now quite a bit. Now within 3/10 behind his teammate, 4/10 now. He's gonna have that DRS zone there. Try and catch back up a little bit. There's a lot of DRS zones it looks like here, so I think that's definitely helping everybody kind of stay within a second of each other, except for all those guys.
Josh trying to make a move on Hugo.
The back.
Here's Josh gets it. Oh my gosh, Josh squeezes by. That was an impeccable move on Josh's part.
I think at the pace Josh and Hugo both have, they should be able to catch up to Aiden Burns, but I'm not sure.
Really not a lot going on so in this kind of mid part of this race. Now this race probably wasn't going to have a lot of battling and stuff. It's not really a big track. Only really got one major straight, so.
Well, I mean, this is the track that everybody compares out of like a regular F1 track that's not a street circuit. This is the track everybody compares to Monaco. It's like the non-street circuit.
Morgan will get
I guess I can see why, but I mean, we've got a 3-wide battle for 4th here between Carter Brown.
And Morgan just goes from hards to hards. So Morgan's doing a 2-stop because he's going from hards to hards. Yeah, and Carter Brown's honestly providing for this team right now, and Anthony doing fine. Isaac's doing good with this tire wear.
We've got 26 laps to go, so they've only got, you know.
And now you got the Mercedes both in dead last. Yeah, but each lap is a minute and 20, and that's our only fastest lap right now. Probably the lap average is about a 1:21, somewhere around those. So it's only 35 laps, but they're pretty long laps.
I mean, you're trying to manage your tire wear, because I'm assuming that there's going to be a team out here trying to perform the 1-stop. I don't think it's going to be any run on mediums. Then again, it's hard to tell if we're going to see anybody go for a 1-stop, because
these Red Bulls are honestly dominating really, really big into this race, but so, I mean, it's great for them in the constructors' part. So, pretty neat to see how they might actually be able to bounce back here. They got a 7-second gap right now. You might see these Red Bulls eventually lap a car or two.
Until we missed it, and I'm not sure if Aiden Berg's pitted. Which he did. No. Aiden Berg didn't pit, but Josh Sanchez has gotten around him, and now the Mercedes are trying to do so as well.
Josh is on a fresher tire compound, I believe, so that might be helping him too a little bit.
Contact between the Mercedes and the Williams, but no damage for either one of them. Man, I'll tell you, Aiden Berg seems to be struggling the most here today. He gained positions because all these guys around him had to pit, but now they're all starting to catch up and get around him. So he's struggling, and that's weird. Oh, slip up there and contact. Hugo gets loose. I don't know if Hugo has damage. No, he doesn't. Now, Aiden Berg's back down to dead last year. And we've got Lucas Sorrow coming into the pits for his first stop of the race.
Yeah, probably to get those.
I think this
I don't believe it's any sort of damage. I just think it's tires. I believe so.
Because, yeah, if they're going in on lap 10 or earlier, then that means they're going to have to try and go, what, 20 laps flat with hard tires. I don't think we're going to see. But then again, a lot of people surprise you in this league, so it could happen. I just don't see it happening. Aiden Berg's also pitting off the mediums. So yeah, the pit window's for sure open because this is like what, third guy we've seen come in today. Around like a decent time, so I think the pit window's open, so be on the lookout for really anybody on mediums going in. Anthony Giannis has a chance to get the lead because he's on those hard tires, but once again, I don't know what Anthony's strategy is or what he's gonna do.
He might be going for a one stop here. I believe that might be his goal, but that'll be impressive. But
see, Anthony's a fast driver. Lately, he hasn't been able to prove it, but I mean, he has in his career, and I don't think it's been showing for the past like a while. I don't know. And if you're kind of struggling this much, the next best thing to do is try and do risky pit stops, because if it pays off, you don't really need to be that fast to do it. However, now that also means you have to tire saving. That means the people in front of him you can't really care about, and he's keeping up with them, so you can tell he's trying to. Ooh, we've got a Mercedes.
There's a yellow flag. What happened?
That is Hugo.
Oh, it's Hugo with the spin.
No damage.
And Gage Brockway gets by Carter Brown here, and the McLarens Isaac and Carter are currently fighting right now for P4. They're side by side. It kind of looks like they're playing a little bit of bumper cars right now. I don't know what's going on between these two. Isaac, Gage. Gage's kind of starting to make that time between the two.
I'm not 100% sure if Isaac's going to fight that or not. Isaac, if Carter's going to fight that, I kind of joined them on that battle late, but all I see is Carter off track, and these two have a history, so, any chance they get to try and put a penalty on each other, they might do it.
A little bit worrying though. I saw a little bit of, looked like almost bumper cars. It almost looked like NASCAR there for a second. I kept on seeing them hit each other's sides. I thought I was watching the wrong sport here.
Isaac's up to fourth, and he was kind of struggling, but he's kind of been slowly making his way up. But look who's P3.
Now, I do think, though, that what these Red Bulls are doing is Henry staying back, but he's staying in that DRS range.
Oh.
And now here's Gage pitting, his first pit of the race.
Gage and Carter Brown both making their way into the pit here to start their pit stop. And they're going to be fighting each other essentially out of the pits, so it's all about the better stop. And Carter Brown's got the better, thinks he'd be the better one. Yep, and he does. And Gage had an even slower stop, so
Hugo's goes into this again.
Coming out of the pits.
I didn't realize Hugo pitted again, so he's farther back now. I believe he pitted. He's on the fresher tires now. They're on the laps.
After he spun out, he made his way in, and PC's in the pits now.
So now there's only 3 drivers with mediums, and it's the top 3. The 3 drivers. There's 4 drivers that are from their tires from the start, but only 3 of them are still on mediums, and that's Isaac, Henry, and Brennan, and they're on top 3. And Anthony's not too far behind the top 3, so it'll be pretty neat to see. But man, those Red Bulls are really really dominating this race so far. Now, what I'm confused about is will these Red Bulls maybe fight it? You know, Henry's looking for his win after 5 races of no wins. Currently on a winless streak right here for most of his career. So, wondering to see if these two actually might try to fight or if they're just going to keep a distance between one another. I'm not too sure. Here's Anthony pitting first out of the other 3, and he's on hards. That's a little bit interesting to see. Not expect him to pit.
Yeah, I guess his strategy wasn't to go for a 1-stop. And he'll come out on hard, so yeah, he's definitely a 3-stop, or more than a 2-stop. I'm going with a 3-stop, but, you know, these guys could surprise me once again and go for that 2-stop. He'll come out P9, and, yeah, Gage is down to 8th because he just pitted, but so far so good. And I'm guessing Isaac's whole plan here is to try and go in when the Red Bulls do.
Yeah, with the lap back. This is pretty impressive for Isaac. I haven't really been known of Isaac's tire wear management, but right now he's managing his tires really well. So this is really impressive for the drivers right here. I know the Red Bulls have decent, like they have great tire wear.
Henry gave him some tips, so I mean, it could be the tire management. I don't think we've seen McLaren be the smartest when it came to tire management.
And here's Brennan pitting.
Yeah, so they're obviously not going to double stack, so that's going to give Henry the lead, and I don't know what Isaac's going to do. He's quite far back, so it's all about now he has time to make the decision. He's going to stay out. Now remember, these guys had a gap, so this Red Bull is going to come out in a pretty good spot, and it looks like P6 for Brandon Daniel. And yep, he'll come out P6, so that's pretty good. And there we go, we got Gage with the fastest lap here, and he's trying to run down Carter Brown. And Josh Sanchez around Lucas Sorrow for P4. And Josh has completed his first stop. Aiden Bird's back in the pits after 3 laps.
There's the DNF?
He is going to retire the car.
Or he just retires in the pit. Just retires in the pit lane, I guess he just wasn't feeling it. I haven't really seen much from Gage ever since his pit. Gage is just still kind of in this P8 spot. This is 2 teams without pitting, and I believe Henry will pit here though, so... And currently Isaac's losing time to Morgan, so I think Isaac will also probably bring his car to the pits.
Yeah, was going to come out. He did retire it in the car, but the game's going to bring him to like a marsher, so... I can see why he's retiring. I mean, there's no chance at points here today. It looked like he was really struggling.
And here's Isaac going to the pit, so yeah, everyone's putting that in. Morgan, will he lead? I think Morgan will lead. And did someone spin again?
No, that's just, yeah, it took
or is
him out
that,
of
no,
the
that's
pit
just Aiden. It's just Aiden coming out.
Yeah, okay, so
now
Isaac
Morgan's leading this race.
Morgan leads, and all about where Isaac comes out of, and if he comes behind Carter, which he is, he's going to lose a few positions. He's going to come out P9 so far. And yep, that's where he's going to come out P9. He's got a way to go, but I think, you know, doing pretty good. And there we go, Gage around Carter Brown.
Yeah, so Gage is still in this fight. Gage will have to pit again. I believe, actually, Henry and Isaac might not pit again. I mean, they lasted almost 15 laps on those mediums, so that's just an extra 5 on these hards that they might have to last. I think Brennan, Henry, and Isaac might not pit here again. I mean, they showed good tire management. So
I mean, for Henry, I gotta talk about it.
Maybe
the pit stop did not seem to be that good, because he is now about 6-ish seconds off of his teammate when they were within a second the whole time. So I don't know if Henry can win today now because of just that one stop. He's so far off of his teammate. A safety car is really the only way he's probably going to be able to catch back up at that point. Josh Sanchez back in the pits after 11 laps on the hard tires. I think we all expected to see him make that stop eventually. He's trying to beat his teammate Isaac out, and I think he will. Maybe not. He's going to come out
Oh,
behind
it's
both
hard.
of them, so he'll come out P9, P10. And now it's kind of about getting back in there. I think PC should be quite easy to catch
That's
up to.
Josh's last pit, probably.
I think he wants it to be
Should
his
be
last
Josh's
pit.
last pit.
But I think going on to
Should be,
mediums
unless,
from
you know,
hard to
something comes up.
hard to mediums, it's a
Brennan gets the
gamble. We'll have
overtake
to
on
see.
Lucas. Oh, they hit side by side. Ooh, Brennan kind of sends a dive bomb in there. Brennan kind of sent it in. That's not really Lucas's fault. Brennan, I don't think so, at least. I'll review it just in case, but I just think that Lucas and him just had contact. I think it was just a racing incident. No, neither of their races are ruined, so it's not like it's a problem. Henry's 4 seconds behind right now. 3.5 against his own teammate, like you said. And Morgan's been leading this race well so far, but like you said, it's probably going to be a two-stopper. Majority of people will be a two-stopper. Be pretty impressed if someone lasts that many laps on just one pit stop.
Yeah, I think for Josh Sanchez it's going to be a 3. And there we go. Brendan Daniels is going for the overtake on the round the outside here. Is he going to get it? That outside pushes kind of well, and it keeps him in the fight.
He's got DRS, so he's got it.
He'll have the right of way to the entry here, and that's a position gain. He'll be back up to second. And coming off this corner, all he sees is Morgan Wilbanks, and now he's got his eyes set. But
ooh, and these McLarens are working against the V-car. McLaren squeezed by together. The McLaren's working together. Now Josh gets 2 positions right there.
Oh, and
here's wing flies off. Wing flies off. I think that was PC's wing.
It was PC's wing. So he lost that wing. It's going to make it easier for Josh and Isaac to get around him. And I don't know if there's a penalty coming towards one of the McLarens. I kind of joined in later on that battle as well, so I'm not 100% sure what happened, but...
No, I believe that it was just, I think that might have been a racing incident too. I'm not too sure. Well, I don't know at least yet. And here's Carter Brown, really just all trying to make this do. Anthony's 2 seconds behind. Any car lap? No cars left, but Hugo was back by 35 seconds compared to Morgan Wilbanks, his teammate. And here's Brennan. Brennan's catching up. Could have gotten in the DRS range, but just barely misses out.
He's kind of losing time here on this straightaway to Morgan. We've got 16 to go now, so we are coming into almost the closing laps because it's 6 laps. We'll be at 10 to go, obviously, so Josh Sanchez picks up the fastest lap. How about that?
Josh is on these mediums, and he can get these mediums to last for another 15 laps, which actually would be super impressive. They just might be on the verge of almost puncturing, but if he can, it'd be pretty good. Just only worrying thing is you might lose time during the very end. There's Carter Brown getting a 3-second time penalty.
I'm guessing it's through that. No, because the S's are up here. So I don't actually know how.
He's probably using a lot of the track.
But
he's probably using a lot of the track to his advantage.
A little too much of the track, yeah. So that's going to cost him, but it's not too bad. He's just got to kind of hold on to it now because another one will be bad.
And so for right now, no one DNFs. Only one person will fall out of the points because Aiden Raff's retired the car. No one else retires, only one person falls out of the pits. And here Morgan goes into the pits.
If there's someone who could make it on a 2-stop, it'd be Morgan. He lasted long enough that I think now, if he goes on to mediums, it could be good.
Yeah,
he goes
and
back
he's
on
gonna
hard,
go back
so
on
we'll
hards. He's gonna go on hards.
Unless he was on mediums at the start.
Here's Lucas Sarro and Henry fighting it right here. These two pretty much side by side almost this turn. The Red Bull just gets squeezed by. And here's PC going to the pits, I think, due to that wing damage. These McLarens really have just kind of stayed at their spot, but I don't blame them. Everyone in front of them more than likely will have to pit. So you don't got a lot of worrying to do. Gage Brockway's 6 seconds back right now, still trying to get up there. Carter Brown's also in this fight.
Morgan Wilbanks is dropping that time on Isaac Escobar. I don't know if he'll get there in time, but it looks like he's definitely going to try for an overtake on Isaac Escobar. He's within the next lap. He is catching up quite quick. we go. Okay, so yep, he does make the pass on Isaac Escobar right there. We'll see how Isaac retaliates. He'll have the DRS now, so I don't know. But note that Morgan Wilbanks also does have 4-lap fresher tires, so that could come into play on why he kind of struggled there. Carter Brown is still in DRS range of Gage, but not by much. So Carter Brown's kind of starting to lose Gage, and I don't know if it's possible for Gage to get a podium, but a runner-up could be good for your debut race. Beating a lot of really good drivers out here today. Higher teams are definitely going to be on the lookout for him now.
I think I did get one prediction right about Brennan dominating this track. If he wins, this looks like one of Brennan's best tracks.
Retires. Okay, so we've got 2 people retiring now.
Ooh, so that's, I mean, everyone now is in the points. I have to be right back, Ada.
Okay. So, I mean, this battle between Isaac and Morgan, I mean, it's just not really happening. So, I think, you know, everybody's kind of spread out. Really nobody within DRS range. So, this is where the race gets boring, because you can tell when there's about to be a battle by how close they are to each other. Everybody's at least within a second of each other, so not a whole lot going on. But let me try and see. I think if anything, it's going to be Josh Sanchez, yep, who is slowly catching up to Anthony Yanis here. Only a matter of time really here until we see Josh Sanchez going for this overtake. He's here now. DRS, I'd probably say on the straightaway, considering where they're at and how close he is to Giannis. Let's see here. Can Josh Sanchez get the overtake? And he's gone for it here. That high lane, that high exit is kind of what keeps Giannis in the fight here. And yep, they're not giving up here yet. Oh, contact between the McLaren and the Ferrari. Giannis slips up there. Josh is going to get around him easily, but I don't think Anthony's done yet. With how close he is, he can still retaliate. But every corner where Josh has clearly been quicker, I think it's going to struggle. And you can see how he kind of goes off there a little bit. He definitely tried something he probably shouldn't have. Later on the brakes here, but Josh is going to be earlier on the gas and start to pull away again in another late brakes. Really the only move you can pull when you're in this situation, but it's cost him a lot because look who's behind him. Morgan Wilbanks now, trying to see what he can do. Contact right there, but I don't think it's going to matter. On the DRS zone, Anthony's going to have a chance at Josh again, but Morgan Wilbanks is going to have a chance on him, and Carter Brown gets around Lucas Sauer. Lucas Sauer back in the pits. He's not going for the 3-stop, or the 2-stop. And around the bottom there, it's Morgan Wilbanks. Anthony's going to do everything he can to kind of force him out of, and I mean, kind of forces him off track there. But Morgan Wilbanks is going to retaliate here, and there's more contact between them. But Morgan Wilbanks gets the position, and if Anthony Yanis tries late braking again, he might lose more time. I'm not 100% sure he is. So now we have Morgan within a second of Josh Sanchez. And I said I don't know if Henry can win again because of how far off Henry was. Henry has found his teammate again. I was not paying attention to how he did it, but he did do it. Now he's back within a second of his teammate. Anthony Giannis taking his chance to get onto the new mediums as Morgan Wilbanks got around Josh there as well. And now he's kind of starting to catch up to Carter Brown. And he does get the fastest lap, or fastest sector one there. So he is on a move, and I think he's been very fast. He should definitely be able to catch Carter Brown here. Around the outside, Morgan is going to get the pass on the other Ferrari now. He's trying to get into that top three, and it could happen maybe. I mean, Morgan's been on a drive all day, so now he's got the rookie in front of him, the guy on his debut race, to see if he can make the pass. And there we go, Morgan Wilbanks up to third now. And then we missed it, but Lucas Sarro did get around not Josh Sanchez, Isaac Escobar. So Isaac's down to 8th now, which is where he started 9th in this race. And now we're seeing if we can make some more positions, but everybody's quite far back. So. And we missed that too right here. But he's gotten back around and then Hugo wobbles back into the pits. Wow, okay, he just got bump and run. Okay, so that'll put Gage back down to 4th, and then Morgan back up to 3rd. He goes back to position, but Morgan holds it down right there. Even with Gage having DRS, Josh Sanchez is in a place where he could potentially get a podium because in front of him is 4th and 3rd. It could happen. But at the same time, Lucas Sarro is slowly getting there. Five to go now for our race leader, and now if you're Henry, you're probably starting to think about trying to make that overtake now because he is running out of time to do it. Carter Brown, I don't know what happened to Carter, but that just brought out the safety car. So now that shakes up everything. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got a safety car out now with 5 to go. And depending on how long this safety car is, depending on what this race is about to look like. Alright, so Red Bull's going for the double stack.
Alright, what happened?
I actually have no clue what happened. I think when Carter Brown went into the pits, I don't know, it just caused a safety car. I don't know what he did, but yeah, the safety car.
So what did I miss out on? I'm so sorry about that. Morgan's staying. I mean, Lucas is staying out, so now Henry goes to 3rd, but Lucas is on mediums.
I honestly thought they were both going to be able to
just
the double stack with how far off they were, but I guess they all expected someone to pit. Josh Sanchez or Isaac Escobar stays out, but this could be a good thing or a really bad thing with whatever's going to happen in the safety car, because now we're at 4 laps to go, and for sure this race will end under 3 laps to go in the safety car, potentially 2. Once again, I have no clue how the safety car came out. Like, I wasn't paying attention to Carter whenever it happened, but I saw him, it said caution, and I go to spectate him, and he's just driving into the pits, and then the safety car came out. but it's really going to heat things up because Henry missed that out too. Henry was up there with, they were running 1-2 again. I don't know how Henry caught up. I wasn't paying attention to that either, but he did catch back up to Brennan. So Henry clearly has some race pace, and it could be shown. The biggest question is, what is Isaac Escobar going to do? Because
Ooh,
Josh
and
Sanchez,
I didn't even realize Lucas Sarl gets in front of Brennan. So Lucas Sarl is currently leading right now.
yeah, he stays out.
Which means...
And this is good for Coco. Coco had to pit again where he was on. That's what, 4 stops today, 4 or 5. So Coco, if he can catch the safety car cue, could have a chance to make something work here. But I'm curious to see if Isaac can get a podium on 15 lap old hards. Oh no, Isaac's gonna make the turn into pits.
Oh, so now Isaac pits? Ooh. Maybe not the best pit strategy. But I can't really blame the guy for this.
I think
So now he's gonna fall down in the
thought
9.
process was to not double stack because Josh was there, and Josh is P5. He could get a podium. It'll all just kind of depend. We're for sure going green on lap 34, which will leave us with 2 more laps of racing. There's still a chance, a low chance, but there is a chance that we go green with 1 to go. I highly doubt it. The safety car probably comes in this lap, giving Isaac and Coco both 1 chance only to get up to these guys. And they don't have a lot of time, but I think Isaac will get there for sure. It's about Coco. Can Coco get back up there and try and do anything today? Hugo's had a pretty bad day with all the pit stops. But Isaac Escobar is all the way up here now. So it's all about what Hugo can do. Isaac's just going to have to try and get 8th, 7th. I don't know if he can really get a podium, but anything could happen here. Lucas Sarro has 1 win. I think he could get his 2nd, unless he already got... Did he win Belgium? I'm not sure.
Lucas Sarro, he won. No, Devin Williams won that, or Devin Anderson. My bad. Lucas Sarro won in Canada.
Okay, yeah, so...
That was his first race for V-Carb.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was his 2nd
he's got 1.
win at Belgium. Okay, so no. Yeah, Lucas Sarro could potentially get his first win. Not first win, 2nd win right here. Ooh, 10-second penalty
Here comes
to Josh.
Ooh, Josh 10. Oh, and that's really.
That's gonna shake up what was gonna
Josh
happen.
out of the.
It's gonna take.
So now this makes the championship battle though closer due to Lucas with this. No, Lucas just has to do better than Johnson. Oh, and Gage Brockway.
All of them
gets a yellow
seem to not really know how to get side by side. The pace car's in. Lucas Sarro gets to the side win, and he's holding everybody up, trying to go as late as possible.
Warm his tires as much as possible.
Ready. They're not ready for the start he's about to give them, but it did give Coco a chance, and he's going really slow here.
Oh god, he's
and
trying to slow his tires up, and this
last
is
second. Wow, yeah, he tried to throw everybody off. It worked well, but it didn't work on Brennan Daniels. Brennan Daniels was ready, and right away, Brennan Daniels is already trying to go side by side with 2 to go. Lucas Sarl is going to hold him off there, but he's going to have to hold him off for more than just that corner. Brennan Daniels is ready to attack. They're side by side. And there we go. Brennan Daniels up to first. Henry Becerra looking for it as well. Can Henry get around him and get 2nd? It'll be a 1-2 for Red Bull. And 5, 6, and 7 all have penalties, so they're all racing each other really, because I think they're all going to get 10th, 9th, and 8th with 10-second penalties. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're really just working on it. And right now, if you're still Lucas though in this scenario, and Anthony gets another 3 seconds, and Anthony's just.
But it's not going to be enough to cancel off that 10 seconds. So Anthony Giannis, a lot of these guys are pretty much guaranteed some position because of that. Isaac Escobar being one of them.
Yeah,
Isaac could get 5th. Most likely he will. And
Anthony retires, so
Anthony's going to retire, and yeah, it's not been a kind of decent run right now. Henry's fallen back to 4th, out of position. Although,
but now,
with the white flag waving, we probably still are going to see Henry get that podium, unless Morgan Wilbanks can make the pass.
Yeah, but now he's got to get by. He's got to get by Gage and Lucas though, if he wants to get to that P2 spot for Red Bull 1-2.
Gage gets the
with 1 lap to
position,
go.
but
Can
it's
Henry
not
do
going to
it?
matter at the end. Henry's still looking at a third place finish, but if he can get around Lucas Sorrow, and he goes around the outside, if he gets this position, it's second place. But that mess up gave Morgan a better chance here to make something work. I'm going to see what Morgan can do. And Morgan's going, it's hard to tell what Morgan's going to do, but he only has a few more corners.
He's going to go for it. You know he wants to.
If I was Josh Sanchez, I'd give the position to Isaac, try to let him do something. But I think Henry's kind of put the gap on Morgan Wilbanks, so I think he's good. Now he's just got to get around.
Can Lucas hold it down, though, for P3? This is the thing that I'm questioning. Can Red Bull get this 1-2 finish?
And hey, I want to stay for tomorrow, because look how quick this Aston Martin is.
Oh, Henry spins! Henry spins! Henry spins! He retires!
That's going to give Morgan Wilbanks a podium, it looks like. Henry is out of the race. He'll get P10, P9 in the points. He'll only get 2 points. And his teammate's able to hold it off. But Morgan Wilbanks is on the podium. Isaac Escobar, your runner-up in a green-white checkered battle. That was a chaotic finish. I think we are going to see a penalty, Preston.